you are. And in this week's free live training, we're talking about Maslow's hierarchy of trust. You would have heard of Maslow for sure, but there is levels of trust that we need to build into our marketing so we can pull our ideal clients onto that journey with them and give them what they need as we both move towards making that sale. If we've not met before, I'm Jill Chitty and I'm currently on sabbatical, just doing a very few things in my business. So over the summer, we're just focusing on writing some amazing LinkedIn profiles for people. Do get in touch if that's something you'd be interested in. Now, what are Maslow's hierarchy of trust marketing? Let's take a look. So we've got them here. So we've got 5 things. This feels a little bit Blue Peterish. We have attention, perspective, trust, it's the other way around, trust, offer, and sell. And it's important that we understand what is required of us in each of these layers so we can build right up to that important sell piece. So let's talk about attention because that's the very first thing that we need to get. And if you guys can hear me and see me okay, I've just been over on Facebook and there were a few issues. Yeah, great, thank you. So, excuse me, we need to grab the attention of our ideal clients. We need to fill our network with those people that we know that we can trust. And there are several different ways, and there is no right or wrong way. Some people say, do you not send a message with your invitation? Yeah, sometimes, but not always. Or why don't you just click connect, connect, connect? You need to work out what's right for you and your market, for those people that are engaging with you. So, how do we grab the attention? Number one is send people an invite. That goes straight into their LinkedIn network, and there's a notification there. And so sometimes that's the first time that people will become aware of you. Now, there are some things that you can do before that. So you might want to follow them if they have their follow on and are on creator mode. You might want to engage in some of their activity, their content. So you might want to know, like their and comment and even repost their content so that when that invitation hits their inbox, your name and your face isn't completely fresh and unknown and cold. You've also then got some great context. If you've been engaging on content and you want to send a personalized message, you can talk about the post that you commented on. You may well have already had a conversation in the comments. So you're grabbing people's attention in a way that isn't saying, hey, buy my thing, which the worst comment that I've ever had on LinkedIn was somebody selling me in the invitation message itself. And they said to me, I could make you a millionaire this weekend. This is on a Friday. It's like, I don't think you can. Needless to say, I didn't accept. So you want to grab their attention. Now, the other great way of grabbing their attention in an invitation is by looking at their profile and finding context there. So that when you, if you choose to write a message in their invite, you're showing that you've already done some research, taken time, how you came to come across them on LinkedIn, what struck you about their content or their profile. So sending an invitation, first one. Second one is writing content that really is relevant, grabs their attention, and gets them engaging. And we can all think of issues that and problems that our clients have. And in fact, every one of your potential clients has a problem and is stuck somewhere. And that's what your business would have come out from, would have been born from, helping people overcome those hurdles and obstacles and problems and issues and wrong thinking. So you can focus on those and be hyper drill down and talk exactly into their problems. So content is another way of sharing really valuable insights and getting their attention. Somebody in uh, their network likes your post, engages in your post, and they get to see it. A totally unknown person that perhaps you would never have found in such a short space of time. And so content works easily as well. You can grow your network and grab people's attention. So the next one up is perspective. And again, that can be done in two areas. We can change people's perspective in content and in our profile. And why is this important? Because we want to address and give hope to the very issues that we know that our market has. Our audience and all of us actually at any one time are holding these issues, holding these problems, this stuckness, and we want and are looking continually for ways to move forward. So one of the key things that we can do is speak into that and make sure that we have the ability to change perspective. And it's not going to be difficult for you because you are probably very, very similar and have traveled a similar journey to. And I went a bit slow there because I just realized I totally forgot to connect this live to the event. So apologies. There's probably, I'll go and message people. There's probably people waiting for me to show up on that event. And I've just realized I've forgotten to attach it to the event. Sorry if that's you. So you would have travelled a very similar path, chances are, to your clients now. And what's happened with you is you're much further along that stage than them. You have battered down that path to get some results. And now you're able to say, this is what's worked for me. This is what I've learned. And this is what you can do. So we want to change people's perspective on where they're at. We want to give them huge doses of hope and a clear path forward to take some small steps. And that starts with changing their perspective. So that's layer number two. Do it in your content, do it in your profile. Profile is a great way to change people's perspective. And then the next level, the next level is trust. And I think this is totally underrated for most people who are selling online. Unless you're selling a really low ticket number that doesn't need touch points, it just needs a little bit of information on a page and some social proof. But I think trust is more than just giving social proof. It's demonstrating exactly how you can help people. It's also letting people know whether you're worthy of their time. You are a safe pair of hands, because let's face it, we've all done courses where we feel like we've wasted the money because we haven't got the results that we wanted. So creating that trust, that know, like, and trust is incredibly powerful for your audience. And that can be as simple as saying, here are ways that I have built my audience, or here are three simple things that I did to grow my profile views. And you're giving them that proof. You're also showing, by sharing that story, you're showing your values. You can be talking about your business in ways that lets little areas about how you treat your customers seep out. rather than you just blatantly pushing this down people's throat. So trust is incredibly important. It comes off the back of people starting to get to know you, having some light bulb moments, starting to think differently. And then we can start to really embed some of these trust, and you can do it straight away, these trust elements that really keep people sticky to you and keep them looking for your content and visiting your profile. Your featured section is a huge, huge opportunity that most people miss to build trust in on your LinkedIn profile. Okay, so next, because we've done these layers, we earn the right to make an offer. And I'm not talking about making an offer in terms of buy my thing. I'm talking about how can we get them to take that next little step with us. So we're leaving a breadcrumb trail. So people that are qualifying themselves, or we're qualifying them on our journey together, can take that next step. So what does that look like? That can be as simple as asking people to tell us how they feel, tell us their experience in the comments. That's getting people to take a little step with you. It could be that we are sharing some really valuable resources on the page, on our content. And now I'm thinking, because I didn't connect this event, that's in my mind. So we can share some valuable content, a free download, and we, we're asking people just to take a small step with us, an easy step, because we've built that trust. And then we have people on our email list, and we get to control what we say to them, what goes into their inbox, the cadence of and relevance of what we communicate. And it might be that many people don't feel comfortable these days, particularly on LinkedIn, at posting a comment, particularly if you're working with people that have breakdowns or burnouts. People don't want to necessarily own up to that on a public platform. And so you could say the next step for you is to DM me. And more actually, people are DMing me, and we're having some great conversations privately about where their business is. But you want to be making an offer. Otherwise, you're taking people to a point and no further, and it's static. So that's never going to lead to the sale. And then finally, you have won the right to make people an offer towards making a sale with you. And that might be for your business and your industry with your audience. That might be buying a small piece, self-led piece that they can work through. It might be the one-to-one coaching, but you can then say to them, let's jump on a call and discuss this and see what you really need. But it's a bit like baking a cake, all of this. You've got to put the right ingredients in at the right time to get the fantastic experience at the end. So they do come one after another, but also can come succinctly together as well. So grabbing people's attention, you need to be continually filling your network with new people. And as they join your network, they want to be checking out your profile. Most people do check out profiles. They want to be engaging in your content and getting that shift in perspective. Then you want to be looking at, how can I build trust? How can I let people get to know and like me and feel that I'm worthy, I'm a safe pair of hands? And then by making an offer, you start to add in-depth value to them so that you can take the final step and say, let's jump on a call and talk about where the issues really are and how we can sort that out together. So this is a short one. I am going to go and see if I can put this up on the event. If you've got any questions about LinkedIn, We jump on here every Thursday at 11. Pop them into my inbox because I'm really happy to address those in those questions that you have in this live training. But it's a beautiful sunny day out here. I am now going to go and grab a coffee outside. So tons of love to you and speak to you